Living in the lush tropical paradise of Hawaii, Jim Rose doesn't look as if he would have much in common with Robert Ripley. Robert Ripley traveled the world looking for amazing and unique people. He captured the public's imagination with his auditorium stage shows and cartoon strip. Today, Jim Rose is trying to follow in his footsteps. Although capable of many amazing feats himself, Jim has chosen to spend the last 12 years in search of people who define Robert Ripley's world. Jim's obsession with the strange and unusual began early in life. His father often told bedtime stories based upon people featured in Robert Ripley's cartoons, and Jim even learned to read with the Ripley's books his father kept around the house.
Increased my brain, I haven't been able to get it out.
As Jim grew older, so did his awe of human oddities and demonstrations of unique physical abilities. He regularly began attending carnival sideshows.
It seemed like everything that gave me a jolt and said, you know, my mom would be horrified if she knew I was doing this. It attracted me.
It wasn't until he met his future wife, Phoebe, that he would begin to study how to become an oddity himself. Phoebe, who comes from a long line of Europe's finest circus performers, encouraged Jim to tour with her family. While in Europe, he mastered many of the arts involved in the modern-day sideshow. Upon returning to the U.S., Jim began performing on boardwalks and small clubs. After meeting people with similar talents, Jim began putting together his own Ripley-esque type troupe. Robert Ripley discovered Omi, the strangest-looking man in the world, so Rose decided to chronicle modern-day Ripley figures like Enigma and Amago, the Lizard Man. Ripley had a man who could balance anything on his chin, so Rose was inspired to showcase the feats of Tom Comet. From the beginning, Jim Rose and his band of the Bizarre were a smash success. They were an integral part of the early Lollapalooza festivals and toured with a number of major rock bands.
Like the most off-the-wall thing I've seen ever. It was awesome.
You see something like that and it just freaks you out, you know? So, that was cool.
Like Robert Ripley, one of Jim's biggest concerns is fans attempting what they see demonstrated on the stage.
I emphasize, don't try this stuff at home.
Jim Rose has gone far beyond being alternative entertainment to become a popular part of American culture. He's been the subject of books and TV appearances, being spoofed on The Simpsons, and playing a lead role on one of the X-Files' most popular episodes.
Who I really am is a guy in his 40s that can't stop his brain from thinking about bizarre things. But while he's thinking about bizarre things, I'm generally doing pretty normal stuff.
What's a real Jim Rose is a regular guy. He likes getting up early in the morning, taking care of his birds and his garden. He writes a lot. He's very at peace in his mind. He's a very quiet person, very gentle, nice. He's great.
Today, Jim is partially retired from performing and is planning a family with his wife, but his obsession with all things Ripley's will be passed on to his children.
When it comes to Ripley's, I'm not talking out of school. Anyone that is in my profession, that is the pinnacle.
So for inspiration, Jim will continue to look to the man who captured the imagination of the world all those years ago.
Believe it or not.